Good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Sunday, July the 7th. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday morning as we start a new week or end the week, however you decide that you want to put that into your head. It's interesting how we don't all think the same on certain issues. Some people think it's the beginning of the week, some people think it's the end or consider it such. And that's kind of the way life gets interesting, doesn't it? As long as we keep that in context and we keep it in a place where we are peaceful and enjoying the differences that we have with one another. Something I think that we should all look closer at in our lives, especially today. But that said, I will ask you now to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. Mark chapter 6, verses 1 through 6. Jesus departed from there and came to his native place, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were astonished. They said, "Where did this man get all this? What kind of wisdom has been given him? What mighty deeds are wrought by his hands? Is he not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and the brother of James and Joseph and Judas and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor except in his native place, and among his own kin, and in his own house." So he was not able to perform any mighty deeds there, apart from curing a few sick people by laying his hands on them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. Just about everything in the gospel comes to life at some point or another, and some come to life very vividly and very often, and this is one of them. The truth behind this gospel message has probably been experienced by just about every one of us. I know that I've experienced it in a very obvious way, in a way that it presented itself, and I could almost see myself standing in this gospel and listening to Jesus's words. So, what are we to do about it? Because we spend most of our time in our hometown, our native place. We spend most of our time trying to do things in that environment. And if we're not without honor, if we're not respected there, what is really going on? And what can we do? Well, first, let's put aside that it's impossible, because as Jesus said, he was able to cure some people there. He wasn't able to do as much, but he was able to cure some people there. So we must always hold out for the positive. But more than that, I would like you to consider for a minute how casual we get, or how easily we let our guard down in our hometown, in our home, around our relatives, around those closest to us. We are clearly a person at that time who is that much more casual, that much more maybe too at ease. This would be one of the answers to turn that around somewhat, to have a bit of a fresh approach to those individuals when you encounter them. A fresh mindset, a fresh approach, and not so casual and not so letting our guard down and being who we think we are at that time. It's a matter of looking at the animals that we live with. I walk in this house and Bella and Paisano run up to me like it's the first time they saw me every single time. And animals are like that, aren't they? They have a fresh approach. There's nothing casual about them usually. They have a live in the moment type attitude, and that certainly goes a long way towards helping us in this gospel message. So what I'm going to ask you to do is give it a try. Give it a try today. You're probably going to be among those who you are most familiar with in your hometown, so to speak. How are you going to enter? Enter with a little bit more of a fresh approach. Enter with a little bit more of being not casual, and see if there is that much more of a connection between you and those that you are interacting with. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Sunday morning. As always, I hope it was helpful and you can take it into your day and into your week. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts. If this video is helpful for you, please share it on your page for others to listen in. Mostly, as I always say to you, and I mean it sincerely, coming in this native place between you and I do appreciate you being here with me. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a video on animal spirituality, and I will say that I'm getting a lot of good feedback, many more views, many more comments on those videos. So if you have something to share with me about how you feel about them, I would love to hear from you. So I'll see you back here tomorrow, and in the meantime, I wish you all a wonderful Sunday. Take care, everyone.